Awesome, everyone. So recording has started. So welcome so far, and I'm pretty sure a little bit more people will join as well to our today's session, Power Platform Learner to Leader. Today we have some surprises. The first surprise is that you see the both hosts the first time together in a call, and I can tell you this is amazing because one sitting like me in Europe, the other one sitting on the other side of the world. And to make it much more interesting and complicated, we also have invited Dr. Gomoti as well, and she's also sitting somewhere else. So this is super cool with a time zone stretch of over 12 hours, and this can only happen in that kind of community call, so which we're really excited of. So welcome everyone to today's session of Power Platform Learner to Leader. My name is Bülent Altinsoy, and I'm together with my friend Arash, and we're hosting the show together. So, but before we start, we also want to introduce Dr. Gomati as well. She's our superstar today with an incredible topic. If you just ask me, data do decisions instantly, Power BI is autocrate unleashed, and she will also introduce herself. But just as a little hint already, she's a Microsoft MVP, also an MCT community lead, a real role model. And we are super delighted to have you here today and that she, give us the honor just to present this awesome topic. So if you haven't, been, with this session already with Power Platform Learner to Leader, there's also a QR code which you can just scan. So this is today's topic. We want to host this session a second time in May again with another awesome session. But today our eyes are all on this awesome session today. So if you just go to the next slide, then obviously we do have also some kind of code of conduct. So first of all, Microsoft Learn, we are a Microsoft Learn community, and the Microsoft Learn community is a collection of experiences that offers learners a variety of ways to connect and engage with other learners and technical experts to increase expertise on the topics that matter most to learners and achieve career goals. So one of our missions is that we're hosting that kind of learning opportunities for you, because with that, we just want to give you opportunity not only to learn about specific topics in the Power Platform space, but also, that you seeing what is really possible, achievable with Power Platform. And this is one of the topics when we just, deep diving today into Power BI, where you can learn more about this. So there are also some link there. This is one of the learning rooms. There are different learning rooms if you're just interested in this, so you want to learn more about that. So then just go to, this is a link at the bottom, acat.ms/learning rooms, where you learn more about the learning rooms and what kind of sessions and opportunities you can also still learn beside Power Platform. But you can also find us, in acat.ms, Microsoft Learning, Microsoft Learn as well, where you can also see that kind of things. So, and the previous slide, the code of conduct, which I just wanted to tell you about, which is important for us. We're here, we're empowering everyone, not only us, also Microsoft as well, by being friendly to everyone, being aware of others, patientful, and welcoming everyone. So respect, that's not everywhere on this planet currently the case, and especially if we just look at the politician situation, where we in our community obviously want to keep that respect to each other, and this is very, very open. For me, there's no really dumb question if you ask me, only dumb answers. So we are open to all questions. So don't be shy. If you have any kind of questions, use the chat or come off mute to ask them, or use the Teams possibility of raising your arm. So then any kind of questions will be answered here. Me and Arash will be in the background, and if you can answer the questions in the chat, then obviously we will do, but we will also make our guest presenter today aware of the questions if they're coming along. So in that case, I talk already too much. I hand over to you. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you for the detailed explanation about this. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining. I hope my screen is visible. It's a default
It
question
is.
usually we used to ask,
Yes.
and I'm audible.
It's a
Yes.
typical Teams question. Yes.
Yeah. This is like a mandatory question, like everyone should ask. Yeah. So, data to decision instantly. So, this word instantly is really required in today's era, right? Like, we want everything within a few minutes or a few seconds. So, how Power BI is matching that? That is what we are going to see today. So, this is a small introduction about myself. I'll not go beyond 1 minute. So, I am Dr. Gomati. I did my doctorate in machine learning and the data science. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, and this year I became Microsoft community lead as well, Microsoft most valuable professional, and I'm a Microsoft Learn expert. I published recently, last year, I have published two books on Business Central. So I hold two categories in MVP, like business application under Business Central, and as well as Power BI. So for Power BI, there are a lot of competitions are there. So I just don't want to write books on Power BI. And in Business Central, I wanted to do something different. So that's why I wrote books in Business Central. And recently, I received Enric Lima Award, which is a prestigious award for the MCTs for the Asia region. So I'm from Chennai, so for that I have received this award. And I hold nearly nine certifications in Microsoft, and I still wanted to complete two more certifications this year. So, this is about today's session. So, what we'll be discussing, I'll be giving you a small introduction about what is Power BI. Of course, like most of the people who are here may be knowing what is Power BI, but anyhow, I just want to give a small introduction about about Power BI, like what is that, and how it is actually, what is it, and where it is used. Okay, and next we'll be understanding about instant insights, like because more decisions, like we have to make it faster than anything in today's era and today's AI and copilot era. So that's where this insights comes in, and we'll be understanding what is a real world chaos and a real time calm, which are we are getting it through Power BI. Okay, like last minute board meeting, if you want to face those type of chaos, like how we are going to match it. And then it's an auto create in action. So we'll be discussing that in the demo. I'll be showing you how to create Power BI auto create your reports with your data itself within few seconds. And then we'll be understanding, though like it's within a 10 minutes it's happening, but it has cons as well, right? It has an another side as well. So that we will be discussing. So how we will be very careful about creating all these things. And finally, yes, it's an ask me anything question. So you can ask me anything about Power BI. I hope I know. Let's just see. Like if I don't know, I'll get back to you later, probably through LinkedIn. Yes. So I'll not spend more time with the introduction part, but anyhow, I just want to give this. Power BI is a powerful data visualization tool and a business intelligence tool by Microsoft. So think like Excel's cooler, faster, and more visual cousin is what Power BI, as I mean, like because it is very easy to learn than Excel, but that's what I thought. And what you can do with Power BI is what, like you can connect to various data sources like Excel, Dataverse, SQL, SharePoint, anything if you want, even if the websites, you can do it, which will turn a raw data into an interactive reports and the dashboards. And also it will help you to understand the trends, patterns, and the KPIs, within just few clicks as well. I love that AI visuals in Power BI, which we have it like a decomposition tree, etc., etc. So it was very super. And why I love it, specifically why people love it, because it's a drag and drop instant visuals will be there, and it's a cloud powered sharing is also there, and you have a DAX visuals. Of course, like for everyone, DAX will be like a nightmare. For it's like a deeper DAX, how to manage if it is more than 100 DAX queries, like how to manage it, how to optimize it. No, it was like something, but anyhow, it's good, it's cool compared with Excel, I feel, because I don't know Excel. So that's how. And data driven decision, like we can derive decision from the data whatever we have. So this is what, and it's like a wizard for the for anybody, if you are using Power BI, it'll be great. So why instant insights are the new thing in this era? Because traditional reporting, like if you want to import, you want to click, you want to think what data you're going to choose, what type of visual will match this. When I was doing my PhD, I was into these traumas and all. Like we have to get it, we have to find the insights, reports, everything. You have to do it manually, and sometimes it will be slow and error prone because we are thinking we might be in some other frustration, stress, and everything. So we may end up with some confusions. So by the time you get the report, the decision window might be might be over, and the business today really needs speed, not the spreadsheet. So that is the reality. So we are in the age of real time dashboards, not an email chain of Excel files. And instant insights mean better, faster decision and no time wasted, and even no opportunities missed. That is what the highlight we have to just think about. So the decision makers really want the answers before their coffee gets cold. So when they are just trying to be on the meeting, so they should be ready to get the answer. So that is what it is. So here is what why here is why we need this is what the auto create reports. So that is what the high heading, right? Because it's a within a one click, your Power BI will create the auto reports, visual ready in a few seconds, and insights are ready in few minutes. And it has a built-in AI feature as well. You can find the trends, you can see the what is happening and everything. Okay, so this is what the important of getting your data within a few seconds. Okay, so as I told, like this is a real world chaos. Like from last minute board meetings to a surprise visit of your manager or your superior, how fast insight saved the day. That is the auto create insight saved the day. That is very important. So what they'll say, I need a report within 10 minutes. This is what the question, this is what the thing which we'll be usually getting within 10 minutes or within 5 minutes probably. So they'll be asking you what is the revenue best today, what happened today, like what is happening within like last few minutes, like that's what the thing will be. So there comes the rescue is what that auto create is the rescue for you. What you just want to do is what you just want to import the data. Your data should be there in your Power BI service. Okay, and Power BI will build your report. Okay, it will quickly identify all the trends, your outliers, your root cause, and everything. So that's how it will be. So no SQL, you don't want to panic about what is happening, and you just don't want to worry about like how it is working out. So this is how your SQL actually it works, like sorry, your Power BI or auto create reports will work. So this is how it is. And here you can just see that we will be understanding how these auto create reports works. Okay, so the important thing is what being calm, like confidently you can walk into the room with a live dashboard. You can answer the question because within 10 seconds, you just want to create something. So you can just enter once they if they want any report immediately, you can simply like you can right click, and then it will just click auto create. What it will do, it will create your report. If you wanted to do some changes in that, you can simply do the changes and then you can show it. That's it. It's very simple as that. So that is how it works, like that is why we'll be calm. Like whenever they're asking you for anything, you can just go ahead with very calm mindset and you can do it. So that is what how it works. Okay, so um okay, so auto create in action. Let's just see that in action, like what is this. So the first thing you have to do is what your data should be in the as I told, like it should be in the Power BI services. Okay, that you should be very careful about it. Let me just reshare my screen for the better visual. 1 minute. Share an entire screen. I hope you can see my screen. So Yes. So this is my Power BI services. Okay. So what is that Power BI services? So whatever we are just doing it in our the first step is will be you will be doing everything in the Power BI desktop. Once it is done, if you want to share it with your collaborators or the stakeholders or those whoever it may be, you will be publishing it to the services. Why? Because services is the cloud based thing. So once you publish it, you can share it from here to anywhere. Okay, so once you publish, you can see that you'll be having all the thing. You'll be having two important things here. Once you publish, you will be getting two things. One is a semantic model, and second one is the report. Okay, I have already created multiple things. So when you're publishing for the first time, only you will see these two things: a semantic model and a report. Okay, so anything like so you'll be getting these things. So once the semantic model is here, so you can see here, this is a semantic model is all about the data. Whatever you have created, if you just click here, you can see all the data, your column, your meta, like your table, how many tables you have imported, everything will be here. You can see all the columns. Your on the right side, you can see the columns appearing, like this is a table. I have only one table as of now I have published, and these are the columns which we have. Okay, so we have various columns here. Okay, and these are the data which you have. Okay, we haven't entered into the auto create report. I'm just giving you a small introduction about what it is. Okay, so don't think like, okay, you told within 10 minutes, but you're talking for more than 10 minutes. So it's just an interaction part. Fine. So here you can see this is my semantic model. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I can create an auto create report. So this model I have published from my desktop. So if you just move your cursor, you can see there are three dots coming up here. Okay, this is about more about like what you can do more with the semantic model. Just click that. You can see a lot of options here. In that option, you can find auto create report. Okay. Of course, we have various other options as well, like explore the data, analyze the data, create a report. So if you just click on this auto create report, what it will do is what it is generating your report. Like it will create some visuals for you within a few seconds, but you cannot expect the um, exact or what your manager level will be expecting. Okay, so it will create it according to your data which you have. If you want to change that, you can change it, but it will give you some idea about what is that. So your report is ready. It has created the report, and you can see in the right side that all the data which we have, and it has selected some few things and all the data which are available here. Okay, so if it is not loading, I recommend you to just go back, or else either refresh. Either you have to go back to your workspace and see, or else you can refresh. Sometimes it will open immediately, or else it will take time. Okay, your report is here. You just click view report. Boom, your reports are ready. But the problem is what, like, we haven't selected the data. I haven't selected the pre-selected the data. So auto create and assumed itself like these are the data which it has assumed. Okay, so the date, because it's very important, right? For or any data we will be requiring the date, so it has assumed the date as the base value. And then if you scroll down, you can see it has fetched the units sold. Okay, with these two values it has created the auto create, like it has auto created the report for you. So if you want to change this, for example, I don't want this particular visual, you can change that. Okay, so I'll tell you like how to change that. Before that, let us try to pre-select the data. Okay, so I'm just going back to the workspace. I don't want to save these changes. So what I'll do is I'll again go to the semantic model here, which is there in your workspace, and just click auto create report, and you can just click pre-select data. So you can just select the country. Let me just try to select it, and okay, it has created. So I have selected the country, right? And I'll also select the sales. So whenever I'm just selecting it, like it is trying to recreate my report. So if I'm selecting profit, it is recreating my report. And if I selected the discount band, it will recreate it. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Like whenever you're just trying to select it, it will try to change this like a product. I'm just selecting the product, and also the gross sales, like you can see what it is happening, how it is trying to fix your data, whatever the data you're selecting, how it is trying to fix it into your visual. Okay, so this is your data which we have already selected. I hope you all are fine till this. If I'm going little fast, please let me know. If you want me to repeat something, you can just tell me in the chat if you want me to really want me to repeat it, and if you're trying with me. I think I'm okay with this. Okay, let's have the last 10 to 15 minutes for the Q&A, and even if you want to repeat it, I can definitely do it. Okay. So this is the thing. This is the first and foremost thing which we have created. Now let us see how to edit it. So you can find it here that on the top of this report, whatever we have created, you have edit option, right? So this is the edit option which you want to do it. So just click here that edit option and click to the continue. Like it will ask you whether you want to go with an edit mode. So once it is done, you can see the similar structure of Power BI desktop, but of course, all the features in the desktop might not be available here. But anyhow, we can just use it. So you can see here you have visualization, you have the data pane and the filter pane, all these panes which are available. And now if you want to change something, like for example, if you don't want this, like sum of units sold by year, so you can simply delete it. Just press delete. It will be deleted. Okay. So if you want to change this particular visual to some other visual, for example, like bar chart or some other chart, like if you want to change that, you can just try to click on that. You have to select that. Okay, which visual you want to change, you have to select that visual first, and then go and select the required visual from the right side. Probably you can just try this and see. But usually, like the year, we used to show it with the line chart, something like trending or something. So if you want to show it in a different way, you can do it. Or else you can try something like an area chart. That will be fine. Okay. And if you want to change this something to, you can also try that. Okay, so this is the one which you can do it. And whatever you want to change, if you don't want that particular tile to be there, just simply delete it. It will go away. And then other than this, like whatever you want, if you want to, other than this, like if you want to change the color and all, like, you can just go ahead, click here, just select it. What is x-axis colors you want, y-axis, your data bar, your labels, everything here on the right side. You can just go ahead and do it. So which one you want, you can do it. And here you can just click on this sum of units sold, how you want to show it, like whether it's fine with the card, or so this is it actually showing a multi-row card. If you don't want this multi-row card, I want a simple card, then you can show it like this. I think multi-row card is fine. It has properly auto created. So it has created some other colors as well, for you, based on your we haven't selected any theme probably, but it has created that for you because it is auto creating, right? So that is what this speciality is all about. So if you want to change the summary, you can just make it a finance report something. Okay, and other than this, you have to do all these changes, like which size. These are the simple things. I think it has generated, not even it took 10 minutes to generate it. It took hardly 3 minutes. It completely depends on your network. So yes, so here you can see this is a report. If you want to change it, just change whatever you want. A simple add-on or simple highlighting. The colors, which one you want to choose. You can just go ahead and choose it here. All these controls are available. So in this particular pane. So just if you click there, you can find all these changes happening. Just select this how you want, and if you don't want this, it's very simple. As I told you, like Power BI is very easy to learn and understand. So it's all of simple clicks, and it will change everything for you. That's what it is. So you can see here, okay, 28. Let me just make it bigger. That's it. So your report is here. If you want to make it be bigger, Just drag it, select it, and then drag it. That's all. It will work for you. And it also has the filters by itself. It will work as like if you select one thing, the filters will be up here, applied for everything. So this is how you can auto create a report. Okay, so you can see here, if you want to change, if you want to just set an alert for something. So all these options are available here. Let us try to change something here. Like for example, if you want to change the properties of these card, just select this. Which visual you want to change, you have to select that visual first, and then you can just on the right side you can find the properties here. So this is your visualization pane. In the visualization pane you can find the properties. So just select the properties, go to the colored value, and then just change the color. You can find the colors are changing, your bold. So these are like, as I told, auto create report will create something for you. But other than this, the formatting, your company standard font colors, your company standard font size, colors, your font family, everything we have to do it, or else like it will create based on the understanding. So you can see here, I'm just selecting how I want the KPI to be. And if you want the category label to be displayed, you can do it, or else like all these additional settings, you can just go come here and find it. Okay, so this is what, and other than that you can just select it here. Okay, so this is about like if you want more changes, if you want to change the visual. For example, I don't want this bar. Instead of this bar, I just want to go ahead with this funnel chart. Yes, you can change that. And for each funnel you want a color, yes, you can go ahead with the formatting. Okay, so this is the simple report which this will be creating. If you want like for example, based on how it is actually creating a report, this is the biggest question we'll be getting. So the report is created based on the data you have, the table you have here. Okay, and if you wanted, like if you have multiple tables connected with, and if it is properly related, you will be getting a even more better result. So on this particular page, you can find almost everything. I just want to show you what are the other options which are available directly in the Power BI Business Central, because your thing is done. Okay, your report is ready. You can simply use it for your presentation purpose. It's as simple as that. It's very simple. Like just 2 minutes, we have created that, right? So other than this, if you want to make it as a dashboard, you can simply select this. Like yeah, Harsh, Harsh,
Uh,
right? Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I have a question before you uh, go with the other
Yes.
option. So the question is there any limitation here I actually identify for the auto creates feature? For example, any limitation with the kind of, the tables, data,
Yes, we
something
have
like
the
that?
limitations.
Oh, okay.
I'll be talking. I plan to talk about this. That is what the superpower and the sidekick of Power BI auto create.
Okay,
We have
awesome.
limitations.
Okay, Loring has oh, okay, that's okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions to be answered immediately? You can just ask me or else.
No?
Okay. Yeah. So I hope you can see my screen, right? So this is
Yeah.
this is your auto create. Okay, so it's very simple. I'll be discussing about the uh, cons of that. Okay, so don't worry about it. So you have to save it somewhere. So you can tell which workspace you want to save. Okay, we have created it. Of course, it's a cloud, but you have to tell what is the name of the folder, like file, which you're trying to save it. So I'm just selecting it of finance report, and then yeah, I'll just save this. Okay, your report is created, your report is saved. You can just go ahead. It's already saved. Okay, let me just try. Okay, so the report is saved. So you should get this get this particular alert. Okay, so your report is saved. So let's just go back to the uh, uh, workspace. If you just click here, semantic model, you can see you have various other data as well. Because why I just want to highlight these data, these options, is because even this is a super power for Power BI. That is why. So just click on this, explore this data. So you can see how you can explore more. For example, you have all these data. If you want to see as a matrix, like a table, like rows and columns, you can see it here. Or else if you want to see like simultaneously, you can, if you want to see as a table and rows and columns as well as the visuals, you can also do that. So for example, I'm just selecting this country, and see, you can see, once I click selected country, you can see that in the matrix, this is a matrix, it is showing a matrix format. Even in the visual, it is showing a matrix format because I haven't selected any other additional category. Like I didn't selected any other measures, right? So that's why it's showing like this. Let me just go ahead with the gross sales probably. So once I selected the gross sales, you can see here that the matrix is showing the tabular column, like a rows and columns, but the visuals are showing in a graph, like a bar graph. So that is what the specialty of this analyze. Like if you want to explore something, you just want to see what is happening there, right there, you can do that. And if you wanted to just try to change it and see whether how it is actually looking like, all these things, you can find it here. Okay, so this is first and foremost. I love this particular feature because, like if you want to understand and see the individual visual, how it actually works, how it actually performs, you can do it. And next to talk about is what the analyze in Excel. If you want to analyze the same thing in Excel, you can do is, and create a report will create a blank report for you. It won't create anything like how it created for the auto create. So you can start from the scratch, whatever you want, you can just go and select it. Try to select which one you want, like it will just create it for you. Okay, so this is a report. If you just want to create a report, you can just click create report. If you want Power BI to give you some magic into it, like you can go ahead with the auto create report. Okay, so these few things which I just wanted to highlight on. And other than these things, you can just go ahead, explore, because Power BI services has a lot of features to be explained. Like if I started explaining about it, I can talk for one day, whole day. It's it's like that. Okay, so this is a short demo about how you can use Power BI. Again, I'm telling you should have that more semantic model here. The data should be there in your Power BI services. So either it may be like it may be the Excel file you have exported, like you have published here, or it may be the SQL data, anything. You can see here that this is your semantic model, like this one I have created in the warehouse. I have created a warehouse in the fabric, and then I try to bring here. So either way, like that should be a data, like there should be a semantic model should be there if you want to use it. So that's how it is, and you can use your auto create a report here. Okay, but this auto create has superpower as well as the sidekick, as well as the pros and cons of the auto create report. That is a big thing which we just really wanted to discuss. So auto create in Power BI is actually a built-in AI powered feature that automatically build visuals. Okay, and it is activated when you upload a data set. You cannot see this auto create report in anything else. Like a report, you cannot find auto create report in the report. Okay, I'm talking about this report. Only in the semantic model you can find the auto create report, because it is assumed to be the data set of yours. So it is perfect for exploring data quickly or impressing your boss in a crunch. So that is possible. Okay, so what it actually does, I hope you all saw that, right? So it will identify the key fields. If your data is having a date, it will identify date and one of the measure as the key field. Okay, which measure that we cannot predict, because as I told, it's an AI model, it's an AI powered feature. So it works based on the data and with the algorithm, whatever is written there. And based on that, it is finding this. So it will identify the key field. It will suggest the visual based on the data type, because since in our data we had date. So whenever we are representing a date and a measure, we used to show it in the line graph, right? I used to show that. I'm not telling everyone. So I used to show that mostly, or else in the area graph, something which should be adaptable for the date, right? So it will find the visualization based on the data type, your data, what type of data you have. And also you saw that it instantly creates the interactive report with the chart. It also has the KPIs. And you did you notice like it has created some smart narrative as well? I think this one, right? So this is the thing which we have created. Okay, I have deleted that, I think. Unfortunately, I have deleted. So it actually created the smart narrative. I'll just show you what is a smart narrative. So here you can see you have a narrative option, right? If you just click on this narrative, okay, so okay. Actually, it has created. I have deleted it wrongly, so that is my problem. I'm so sorry. So if you just create it, let us just try to create it again. Okay, it is creating smart narrative. What it will do is it will just go ahead, it will check all your visual in your report, and it will give you a write up of that particular report. Like sum of gross sales by year and month, how it is, what is the trend in that and everything, and also the profit by year and month, what it is, everything. Like it will just write it for you. It is taking small time. Let it, okay, because it's analyzing your complete report. Let it take some time. I'll just continue my explanation and let's come back and see. So that is what it will do is it will give you some narrations as well about your data. Like, yeah, here we go. So sum of profit trended up, resulting in 165.29 percentage increase between something. So it has written something for you, and it is also mentioning like which year to which year, like in which year, between which year to which year this trending up happened, and also the rising up happened, everything. So it has created something for you, right? So this is another feature. Actually, whenever you're creating a report, this narration will also happen. Like you will also see that. Unfortunately, I deleted it. So that is what. So this is another feature of that. Like it instantly create your reports, and it will also show you like how it is. Okay, and yes. So the next important thing is what, when you have to use it, like if first time you are exploring a data, if you are new to data, if you are exploring it for the first time, you don't know like which visual you wanted to create it for this particular data, this particular measure or this particular category, or you can just go ahead with auto create report. It will just give you something. It's a super fast prototype. It will just give you. The thing is what is the important thing is what, it's a time saver. Beginners, non-technical users, if you want to show something, you can do it. It is very well suitable for the data exploration for the first time, and it will give you a better start. But what is the sidekick is what, it doesn't know the business logic. So for example, if you have the finance data, right, you have your finance data, but with that, what actual logic you want to solve, whether you want to give a diagnostic analysis or a descriptive analytics or a predictive analytics or a what type of analytics, okay, now if what type of analytics you have to give, that it doesn't know. It will just create something for you because you asked for it. That is the first and important thing. It doesn't know your business logic or the KPIs. Okay, what you could have seen, right? Whatever the KPI, first only one KPI it picked up, and if I selected other KPIs, it will just show you that those things. This is the first uh, uh, cons, or you can think about lag. You can see that because it doesn't know the business logic. And the second one is the limited customization in the visual. So it will just give you like for whatever you have selected, if you're selecting date, or the categories or whatever it is. So it will just show you the default visual which it has, like bar graph, or if it is the category and the measure, it will just show you the bar graph. If you want any funnel chart or something else, you have to go and select it. You have to edit it. That is the second one. And it may miss context or use wrong aggregation. Sometimes, it cannot give you, because since I have used very simple data, so it didn't confuse itself. So that's why I've used the simple data with one table. So if you're using a multiple tables, and if there are a lot of data to be used here, so what happens is what it will just mess up with that. So it don't know like which aggregation it has to do, like sum or average or what it has to do. And definitely it needs a human hero to polish and perfect it. Like it has to be attractive if you want to make it even more better for the reports. If you are very particular about any specific themes or any specific colors, based on that, you have to just select it. There needs to be a human hero, though it's an auto create report. You cannot expect that to work always well. So use auto create as your support system. Like if you want to create immediately, you don't know what to do, just go ahead, click that, create it. It will give you something for you. You can just go ahead and do some additional stuff into it. Okay, but you are the dashboard superhero, so think that without you it cannot think by itself. Like that is very, very important. And it sets a stage for you, and you should steal the show with a lot of insights, like how what you want to show and how you want to show. So auto create is like it will create, but you need to be there always for that. That's what I usually say. So these are the important cons of auto create report, whatever I saw when I used to use that in my regular work. And I'm not sure if you have any other, if you faced any other limitations or lags, you just let me know, because even I wanted to know what other things which I have, it has, like that's what, yeah. So yes, I'm just trying coming to the end. Like, as it's a super fast auto create report will save your time, but you cannot completely rely on that. But it is always good to understand how this AI works and how the stuff works, and it is always a brilliant starting point for those who are starting their career and those who are trying to uh, do it within a few seconds, like instant results. If you want, you can just rely on this auto create report. So, any questions are open to no, like you can just ask me the questions here. I'm happy to help you.
So
So,
until we're waiting, for any kind of questions just can come from our audience, I would like to have a question. Um, so, um, how good is Copilot already working in Power BI that we can also make use of that?
okay, so Power BI, Copilot in Power BI, it has a special feature, like you can create a DAX, you can create a modeling, you can ask any question. Like it is specifically for the Power BI. You can find the suggestion, you can ask that to generate a report for you. It will explain what is your data is all about and how better you can create the insights. And it's also like it's a magic wand for us. You can use it. But though it has some limitations as well. Like as I told, it has to be, your data should be very clean. Because if your data is not perfect, it cannot give you the perfect result. So that understanding of the data is heavily rely on how your data is, and customization limits are there. It can generate basic reports or formulas, but you will often need a manual adjustments for advanced customization. That is what I saw. And it's more suited for individual analyst. If you wanted to just go ahead with individual analyst, then it's fine. Or else if you wanted to go ahead with the teams and deploy the enterprise wide application deployments or the applications, then It's good to cross check. It's good to make it even more better. And yes, this is what I saw. I felt like how the Copilot is.
Awesome. I have a follow-up question to this as well, because I'm just really interested in Copilot, as well in Power BI as well.
Hmm.
Because I see that kind of features, for example, in PowerPoint, complete different product. I know, how it helps, to design your the slide there. I would really love to see that kind of templating as well. Templating is maybe the wrong word, but kind of dashboards, reporting features, in Power BI as well, because this is where I'm mostly struggling, and this is to build, powerful reports. And I see a lot of potential, but I haven't seen that kind of things. Is there something on the roadmap from Microsoft which will they come up and also, help with Copilot in that case?
Actually, I thought of showing you the demo, but the problem is I couldn't use that in my MSFT account. I have only in the organization account, so I couldn't share it now and so show that to you. That is the one. And um, can you just highlight like what exactly you want to see, like how to use Copilot in the Power BI specifically? That is what your thing, or
Yeah, yeah. For
okay.
visualization the data, for example.
Yes, yeah. So I'll just share a link here. I couldn't show the demo because it's not enabled in my this particular account. This is my MSFT account. So it's there, but I couldn't access it because I don't have that what to say. I don't have that license here for that. So I'll just share the Copilot features of Copilot and Power BI, how you can use it, and also
Nice.
like yeah, we can summarize semantic models, like suggest a report content and everything. You can just try that and let me know. Sorry for that because I couldn't show the organization account
All
Copilot.
good,
Yes,
all good,
lots.
all good. You're helping me with that much more as you can imagine. This everyone I have just to say, I'm sitting in that kind of meetings, calls. I want to learn from the
Got it.
best how to use Power BI, because Power BI, is my kryptonite so far in the Power
Hmm.
platform. I want to crack it one day at the end. So, and my hope is, to use Copilot to help me a bit, and especially, designing reports and so on,
Hmm.
accessibility and all that kind of stuff. I'm really bad in this, and that's why
Okay.
I'm just looking for that kind. So that links are definitely really good. Thank you for that. Arash, you also
Okay.
came off mute. Do you have a question as well?
I'm thinking about the new feature that is in preview currently. It's a paginated report, right?
Hmm.
Paginated
Yeah.
report, right? What's that,
Okay.
and how we can use the paginated report? So I hear from some of my actually team members, so they are using the paginated report in some projects. I'm not the Power BI expert, but I would like to know what's that.
Okay, so a paginated report is like, for example, if you want to fit something precisely in the page, if you
Mm-hmm.
take an invoice of quarterly invoice of some sales or something, like what we'll be doing is we have to take it as a pages, right? Like we have to tell, okay, this is the date, what happened, how it went. So for that, we cannot create any visual. Anyhow, we have to print it as a spreadsheet. So it
Mm-hmm.
is ideal. So the page and report is like print if you want to export something as a PDF or some interactive reports. If you want to go ahead with that, you can just go with the paginated report. Okay. So probably like 90% it will be of the tables. If you wanted to add some more logo or something like an images or something, you can just do it. And if you want to like printing, ideally we'll use a paginated report for printing the financial statements or the regulatory reports or the invoices probably. And it supports a detailed table format. Like if you just go ahead with only you want to print some tables, you will be going with the paginated reports.
Okay, it's in preview right now, right?
A paginated report here in that it's a preview. In desktop, we have a separate thing called a paginated. You can create a paginated report itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you. Anyone has question? Any question? No? Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, and hope to see you again in our future and upcoming event. We have another event on the May 22nd with another great topic. We will introduce this session actually and announce through the LinkedIn page. So please follow up our upcoming event through the LinkedIn page. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Gumati,
Thank
and hope
you.
you have a great time and the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Take
Thank you
care.
very much for the
Bye.
cool session.
Thank you,
Take care.
Belen.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.